Zoe, thank you so much for being out here. Really do appreciate it. Are you in the black box or are you in the you're in the right spot? Okay. We tell you what. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and get you the name tag.
Okay, you want me to come or you?
Yeah, do you mind? Sure, I appreciate that.
So there's got to be a mixture for this. You know what I mean?
Ah, ok, ya lo tengo.
No, I have no testing with you. It wasn't. It's number 4. Okay. 4. 6. 4, 6.
Aquí lo tengo. No, you're pitching?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find this. It doesn't seem to be too organized. I'm looking for. This is industry sorted. I guess I got to be on the other side. Healthcare, health sciences.
Yeah, there is those there.
Yeah, got it. Okay, thanks. Is anyone here from
I don't know.
Okay, sorry. Good, Angela?
Yeah, I'll work with Angela. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out the name of the judges, but I'm over on the health sciences side, which I guess is on the other side.
Sure.
There's
Yeah.
another
So
room.
yeah, there's another room. You know what that is?
No, I'll find it though. But
Okay, sure.
I'm looking for, it is the meeting, how?
Okay. Let's see here.
H-A-I-O?
Yeah. So I know like another room.
Well, where's the entry to those? All over the place?
Josh, are we supposed to have his mic? Yeah, I need to follow this
And it's
cable, see where
far,
this is
so
going to
if
be at.
if it becomes a mountain, I get desperate, I may have to. It's upstairs. I know, I was like,
Isn't there one right here?
well, they didn't let me go in there. Is there one in there?
There is one
Oh
there.
my God.
Well, so-
You think I can pull your rank? Oh my God, wonderful.
There you go. Save your life. Yeah.
But I'm going to do the afternoon, I'm just going to go listen.
See you. Thank you so much for your help. Okay.
Chris, I'm Joe McCullough. We got Mr. Light last night,
Oh.
very briefly.
well,
She
good.
gave up our seats so that our daughter I can sit down and eat, and I was going to speak to you when you were talking to us. But
It was a pleasure to meet you.
I'm one of the investors here. I'm one of the investors in the accelerator, and used to do a bunch of stuff. But how about yourself? What do you?
I was most recently the chief financial officer of a couple of companies here called Foresight. Kenny Jackson, executive chairman.
Keith Jastro mentored under my father-in-law. Way back in the day.
Well, I
Yeah.
spent about my last 15 years working under Kenny, both as the head of investor relations at Temple Inman, and then
Yeah.
I would fly across the country meeting with investors for about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, those are long meetings then.
Oh yeah, we probably met 150 investors.
Yeah.
And then most recently at Foresight, he was the non-executive chairman.
You're judging too.
I used to be the non-CFO member of the local chapter of the Financial Executive Institute because I was out networking the tech sector. And they said,
Are you judging as well?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
remember, we never have time to go.
I'm just thinking you're putting me in the consumer segments because
Are
that's where you
a member
want
of
me.
that?
That's what, I'm Dave Wallace.
I'm Sherry Wynn Wrestler.
Sherry, it's so nice to see you.
Hi,
Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you. Okay.
In front of the camera is not well.
It is. You're a professional member.
Okay.
Lady, international work program. Yep. So, yeah, you definitely ought to.
Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 6 judges. We're perfect. This is wonderful. So if we can have 3 on this side, 3 on this side.
Terrific.
This is the judging scorecard.
Boy, girl, so.
You can do boy, girl, or you can do boys on one side, girls on the
You'd like
other.
to take that?
Surround me, baby. I'm used to it.
Exactly.
It's okay. My husband made that.
Well, one of the wines I was serving last night was titled Menage a Trois.
Hey, hey, hey.
There is that. My sweetheart knows. Very
I'm
well.
Joe McCall.
I am Sherry Ann Wrestler.
Chris Nine.
So nice to meet you. How are you doing, Sally?
I'm well. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got
I am so
Yeah,
happy
it's
to
Austin.
see you.
Austin
After I
rules.
found the
Get
bathroom,
comfy.
They definitely didn't do anything else. I was a happy woman. Yeah, things are really good.
Hi, I'm Anna Barbara.
Anna, very nice to see you. Thank
See
you.
you. Thank you.
And Anna, are you judging today? Or
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And you're in this room?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I think we do. So do you mind if we put 4? I don't know what this stuff is.
I have my little hacky. And then here's this.
I'm sorry?
Come sit with us.
We're jumping.
Wherever we need you.
Yeah. Where are their space, really?
I think they have like set. I think they're set for 3 on either side, or
Okay, I'm going to give,
Squeeze in here.
There's a cards here.
So they're going to give us a little orientation or what are we?
I'm going to give one of these to each of you.
have to be Cherry and Chris because I'm up against the table here.
This, I think, both of you got, you've already got them. Okay. Can you grab one of these? Okay. All right. This obviously has information about each one of the startups that we have. We've got about 100 or so startups throughout the day. Half in here, half in the other side. I think the judge's scorecard is very straightforward. And so, of course, it's got a front and back. And so if you'll just write your name at the top, and you can see the ranking. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the folks pitch for 8 minutes. I'll be doing the timing. So it's my job, and everything's going to be streamed live today. We have 2 YouTube channels, so everything is going to be streamed live. Before they go on, a tweet goes out to all of their followers. Is everything okay?
Do you have room, Hilton, or do you need to squeeze in?
Okay. So everything will be tweeted out before they go on. After 8 minutes, they're then going to. Oh, you okay? Yep. after the 8 minutes, then I'm going to open it up to you guys for questions.
It's in the other auditorium.
What are you looking for?
I'm sorry, I didn't
Rest-
get my tag. No, I'm good. I just didn't know if we had tags.
Oh.
Are we supposed to wear them?
Looks like they got some.
I'll tell you that in a second. Here's the. Okay. Are you in room one?
Oh, no, we need you. Yeah, they said like from noon to 6, just don't even probably cancel it. Like the city's letting all of their non-essentials go before noon, just get them out. This is where all the cruises are, you know, so. It's exciting to get him, like he's coming, just him, there's
he owns
40,000 people already
Coming.
rushed in downtown,
Yeah,
and
that's
then it's okay, everybody move aside.
No, I know. That's a drive. Oh, that's right. But yeah, it is.
David?
Yes.
Do we have the lineup of who's going to be presenting to us so we can like fill in the names ahead of time or anything?
It's in here.
I mean, but specifically for,
Black box right there. Yep, that's in there.
and that's the order, okay.
Yeah, that's the order that we're going to go.
Gotcha. Page, whatever that's our lineup.
Oh. There it is.
Spell some of the names.
Yeah, you mind? Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Let's see if we can get a food truck in Chicago.
What's that?
Holsey.
Halsey?
Yeah.
It's definitely got some sauerkraut on it.
All right. Are you ready?
Pamela Valdez.
Pamela Valdez. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. I also want to thank the wonderful judges that we have, the panel of judges here today. We have roughly 100 startups today that will be pitching. These judges will be going through a ranking, and at the end of the day, we're going to be isolating 5 companies that we're going to ask to re-pitch to the investment committee at the International Accelerator for them to basically be admitted into the International Accelerator, receive investment capital as well as about $300,000 of additional services. So without further ado, we can be on a tight schedule. Everything today is going to be airing live and streamed live on the International Accelerator YouTube channel that we have. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Pamela with Beak. And you've got 8 minutes to pitch and then 7 minutes for questions. I'm going to grab the numbers, and so we're going to have to keep moving quicker.
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Pamela Valdez and I am the CEO and co-founder of Beak. I am from Mexico City, and if there's one thing that my friends say about me is that I'm a book lover. I read over 25 books a year, and I'm always looking for a great book to read next. This is because one day I read a book that changed my life. It talked about building cool products, and that's what got me into startups, where I've ended up meeting the most awesome people. That's why I truly believe that for everyone, reading the right book at the right moment can be life-changing. And I want to find and read more of these life-changing books. But those books are not that easy to find. And you know what my problem is? I live in Mexico, where it's not like in the US. When all of you are thinking about books, you're probably thinking about Amazon and downloading it to your Kindle. Well, guess what? In Mexico, there's no Kindle, there's no Amazon. Amazon practically doesn't exist in Latin America. So remember 10 years ago when you had to go to the physical bookstore when you were looking for your next book? That's my everyday life in Mexico. And one day it happened to me. I was looking for my next book. I went to this huge bookstore, and I had this huge shelf with hundreds of books in front of me, but I really had zero information that could help me decide which book I wanted to buy. And I thought in my mind, oh boy, with so many good books out there, each one's gonna take $20 in a couple of weeks, so I better choose the right one. And I grabbed a book, I started looking at the book cover, and that's when it clicked in my mind. I thought, the only thing that could help me decide if I want to read this book is if I knew who of my friends have read it, or even better, who of the influencers I follow on Twitter have read this book. With that, I could make the decision in a second. But that's actually kind of hard, right? Because I don't have time to go to all my friends' houses and skim through their bookshelves to see what they've read. So I decided to see if there were more Latino book lovers like me who were facing my same problem. I started a book blog. I started posting about book recommendations. And in a few months, I had over 40,000 followers, Latino book lovers like me, who were dying to get good book recommendations. And thanks to those people, I could identify 2 key trends that are heating up the book market in Latin America right now. First of all, there are 190 million Latino book lovers, and guess what? They choose their next book based on what people on YouTube recommend. Yeah, this is crazy. But YouTubers who talk about books, also known as booktubers, they drive the Latin American book market. They have millions of followers. They have the major influence in buying behavior in books. And they are bringing all the millennials to social media to talk about books because they are on YouTube. Second, the only solution that exists out there that actually brings books to social media is Goodreads, which got huge and acquired by Amazon here in the US. But they haven't penetrated Latin America. And you know what this is? Because they don't suit us. Goodreads works with a recommendation algorithm that works because you read X, now you should read Y. And Latinos don't care about that stuff. The only thing that we care about is what our friends recommend and what those YouTubers are reading. So on Beak, we decided to create a place where people, book lovers, could go see those people's bookshelves. And that is why we created Beak. For book lovers like me, who hate wasting money and time reading the bad books, Beak is a social network that helps you choose your next book by showing you what your friends and influencers are reading. So for example, on Instagram, people show their pictures, right? Well, on Beak, people show their books. So when you're looking for your next book, you can go to those people's profiles and skim through their bookshelves. And we are taking off. We launched a few months ago, and we have acquired over 20,000 users organically. They are coming by themselves by word of mouth. And those people have added over 150,000 books to their profiles already. We are growing our monthly active users 24% a month, and our users include the best-selling authors in Mexico, those famous YouTubers, all those influencers are on Beak today sharing their bookshelves. So I'm going to show you a little bit of how Big works. On Big, I can follow people I'm interested in. So I can follow my friends, famous authors, and the influencers, like the YouTubers that I told you about. When I go to my timeline, I'm going to see it full of books recommended by those people. And for example, she is one of the most famous YouTubers in Mexico who talks about books. So I'm going to go to her profile, and I'm going to be able to see her bookshelf with what she wants to read, what she's reading, and what she has read. When I can scroll through her bookshelf, and if I find a book that is interesting to me, I can click on it. I'm going to be able to see who of my friends have read that book, and even how they rated it. So I can add it to my bookshelf as a book that I want to read later if it's interesting. Because my Big profile is my bookshelf, where I can keep track of my reading life, what I'm reading, what I want to read, and what I've read. And every time I update my Big profile, my friends are going to get that book on their timeline, so they get my recommendations. So we really want to help you find that perfect book. And that is why we show you what your friends and influencers are reading. So if you're a book lover, then you have to come to big.io today. And if you're not a book lover, then you have that friend book lover in mind. So tell them to come to big.io today. And if you're an investor, we still have a couple spots in our seed round. So come talk to me if you're interested.
Thank you very much. We got 7 minutes for questions. Judges.
What does the revenue model look like for the product?
So we charge 10 to 15% commission for each book sale that we redirect. So Big really influences the way people choose their next book. So people come to Big before buying their book, and that's why Gandhi and Amazon, the most important like bookstores in Mexico, already approached us asking us to redirect our traffic in exchange for commissions.
Is the book market in Latin America growing, flat, or declining?
It's actually growing a lot. So the interesting thing is the book market in Latin America is a $14 billion market, and only 0.5% of that market are online sales, ebook sales particularly. So in the US, 27% of the market are ebook sales. And Amazon just got into Latin America, and they are starting to establish Kindle as a standard. So from 0.5% to 27% is starting to grow really, really fast. That's one of the trends that makes our startup really attractive, because since Amazon is just launching, it's the book market is heating up in Latin America.
I know you said you've had pretty good organic growth in terms of usership. Do you have a marketing strategy in place in terms of reaching or kind of growing that audience?
Sure. So right now, the only thing that we've done is through book fairs. Book fairs that's like a really cultural thing in Latin America. So just like bookstores still exist, book fairs are a huge thing. There are events with over 1 million people who attend. So not even Beyonce's concert in Mexico has that audience. And book fairs are like a lot of book lovers who attend. What we've done is that we partner with the book fairs, and we sign up the people who attend to the book fair. So that's our first user acquisition strategy, book fairs. And then later on, these YouTubers that I told you that are the major influencer in the book market, they can't really monetize all the book sales that they redirect through their videos. So they use Big as a way of getting commissions for the book sales that they redirect. So later on, we will start partnering with them and doing like a marketing strategy so that they drive all their traffic from YouTube to Big, and they have millions of followers. So that's going to bring a lot of people. You're welcome.
You mentioned a competitor in the Goodreader.
Goodreads.
Yeah, so why wouldn't they jump in and do what you're doing and in a sense use what's already been established for them to compete with you?
In Latin America, sure.
Yes.
So Goodreads, like I said, got huge here in the US, got acquired by Amazon for $500 million, something like that. And the thing is, Goodreads is English-based and is completely focused on a recommendation algorithm. So just like I told you, that algorithm doesn't work for Latinos, because the trends in the book market in Latin America, it's all social-based. So it's influencers and friends who influence the buying behavior of books, and Goodreads is not focused on the social part. So for Goodreads to penetrate Latin America, they wouldn't just need to translate the site. They would need to rebuild their model, focus it on social like we are, and that would piss off their 35 million users. And most importantly, they would need to rebuild the loyal community that we have already built. So all the best-selling authors, the influencers, those YouTubers that are on Big today, they would need to rebuild that, and that's the hardest part for them.
Can you talk a bit more about the team you have behind this and what kind of team you expect to build to reach your next 100,000 plus users?
Sure. So my team is actually awesome. My co-founder, he's over there. He's the hacker of the team. I'm the hustler. And so my background is in growth hacking, organic growth, digital marketing. His background is completely technical. And we have 3 full-time employees who are developers. One is from Facebook, one is from Microsoft, and we have a designer that used to work at a Y Combinator startup. So we have a really, really good team, and that's why we are raising our seed round, to just keep growing it and keep taking off.
Last question? All right, how about a round of applause? Thank you. Okay, our next pitch, and we are right on schedule now at 9:15, so it's perfect, is going to be Sophia, and I think Sophia is in the sound room, so I think she'll be coming out in a second. Okay, Sophia, how do you pronounce the name of the company? Is it
Genio Viajero.
Genio Viajero? Okay. Viajero. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me turn the microphone over to Sophia.
I'm gonna speak with the microphone.
You can if you want to.
Okay, no, I prefer it like this.
Okay.
Okay, well, good morning. My name is Sofia Gonzalez, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm the founder of this company called GenioViajero.com, that is like Genie Traveler in Spanish. So, can you click? Well, there's a huge problem in Mexico that there isn't any kind of website like Kayak that will really tell you which was the cheapest airplane ticket. So I found that there was this huge problem, and I thought that it would be interesting if I could create one. But I studied finance, and I have never do any kind of programming in my life. So I created the first flight comparison website in Mexico, in which you used to put where did you want to go, and I will look manually, like to Interjet, Aeromexico, JetBlue, and I will tell you which one was the cheapest airflight ticket. So after many users, I created the first automatic flight comparison website in Mexico. That is this one over here. So I found it that people really liked when I told them how could they save money when they were looking for an airplane ticket. What does this platform do? Well, it's really easy. You put in Genio Viajero, where do you want to go, and the Genio, the genie, grants you a wish, and it tells you where's the cheapest airplane ticket. So it does something like Kayak. It goes to each airline or each airplane provider, and it tells you which is the cheapest option. Can you click? Wait, because it doesn't want to work. Well, here I'm going to show you a video of how my platform works. First, you need to enter to genioviajero.com. And then it's going to open the main page that is this one over here. You put exactly where do you want to go. Let's say we're going to look at a flight between Mexico and Cancun. So you can choose the language. We have it right now in 4 languages. And you put from Mexico, your origin destination, to where do you want to go. So let's say we're going to look at a trip to Cancun on summer. So you put Cancun, then you select the dates. That in this case is going to be, I don't know, from the 4th of July to the 11th of July. You select the dates, and you can select the type of passage. In this case, for the tourist, and the number of passengers. You click search, and what this is going to do, our algorithm is comparing between millions of flights, and it's going to tell you which is the cheapest airplane ticket. In this case, it's this webpage that is Viva Aerobus, that is one of the main local airlines in Mexico. Here, we have different kinds of filters that you can use in order to find the cheapest ticket depending on your options. You can look by the return date. You can also look depending on the amount of stops that you want. And actually, you can filter within the airlines. If you don't like one airline, let's say you don't like Viva Aerobus, you can remove it, and then it's going to show you the cheapest option, that in this case is Boletos. When you find the cheapest ticket, you can look for information. It's going to show you the stops, and then you will find which websites can you use to book your trip. So let's say you have found the trip that you liked. You click into the button, and it's going to take you directly to the airline where you can book it directly. For doing this, I work directly with Skyscanner. Actually, Skyscanner is my data provider for all the clients. So now that you're in the web page, you can see that including all taxes, it's going to cost you exactly that. This is something really similar as what Kayak does, but the problem was that in Mexico, no one was doing it. So there is one super popular website in Mexico that is called despegar.com that is my main competitor. So we wanted to test it and do the same search to see how much does each person save by using my website. So we're gonna select the same trip, and here's the total. So just by using my website 30 seconds, you could save as much as 27% of the total ticket. So that's exactly how my website works. And well, where are we today? Right now, I started this company 5 months ago, the 1st of September of last year. And what's my business model? My business model is I earn $20 US per exit click. It doesn't matter if you buy the ticket or not. And I earn 7% of the total booking on each hotel. And I also earn money by doing advertisement. I earn about $1.19 US per 1,000 impressions. And what's the difference with my competition? First, we don't charge any fees to the user. It's completely free. Second, if you used an airline, it will take you a lot of money to enter to each airline and see which one is the cheapest airplane ticket, so it saves time. By the other hand, my biggest competitor is Despegar, and Despegar charges fees, so that's my main difference. And Kayak doesn't do exactly unique content to the user, and most of the time it sends you to Expedia, and it doesn't send you to the cheapest airplane ticket. That's my main competition. And where are we today? Well, right now we have over 220,000 users per month. That was our data on February. We have traffic in over more than 10 countries in Latin America, and our platform is available in 4 languages. It's available in Spanish, English, French, and Portuguese. And we started this company about 5 months ago, and it's growing and growing. I don't know if you have any questions.
Okay, it was right at 8 minutes, perfect. Judges, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Why can't Kayak provide the same results as you, since they tap into the same databases, I suppose?
Sorry?
Why cannot Kayak provide the same results as you do?
Okay, well, the problem with Kayak in Latin America is that it doesn't send you directly to their low-cost airlines in Mexico. If you look for the big air flight providers, it will send you. But in Mexico, they haven't really encouraged the low cost, and I think that was the main reason why my platform grew really, really fast in the past years. And also, I managed to bring all my users from Facebook. I create unique content about tourism in Mexico, and that's where I get my users. I give them like specific travel guides and unique content that they don't do in Latin America.
And are these fares primarily out of Mexico or into Mexico, or can I look up a fare from New York to San Francisco?
You can look up fare if you want from Costa Rica to Singapore, and it will tell you. I have all the database of Skyscanner, so I have more than 6,000 airlines in my platform. It's completely scalable. You can use it anywhere.
What do you see as your monetization or exit strategy? Do you consider yourself ripe for acquisition, or you want to be standalone for how long?
No, I'm not close to any options right now. 2 of the main data providers in Mexico, they want to be a part and they want to invest in it. I'm not close, but I think that right now it's too early. I have been here in 5 months and I have over 250,000 users. I know that if I can wait maybe 4 more months, I can double my traffic, and then maybe it will be interesting to have investors.
So is your target consumer kind of the low end, the airfare, looking for the best deal to get from here to there?
In Mexico, yes, I'm targeting exactly that.
So if you get that, do you then track that data? Because it would seem to me that ultimately over time, knowing when people buy tickets, at what price to fill planes would be a lot of value. Is that part of the strategy at some point too, to data mine a lot what these travelers are doing?
Well, I didn't, right now I don't have it, but a few weeks ago someone told me, so of course I'm going to include some big data in my platform because I know it's going to be my business model, definitely. But right now I'm thinking of growing, but I'm gonna introduce that, and I'm also working for an algorithm that can predict air flight fares, like the best deals in Mexico. There's no one doing it, and right now we are at the moment of reaching that perfect algorithm, and I think that's gonna be what it will take you from one level to the next one.
So you had mentioned that you didn't have the technical experience. I'm curious about the team, and when you use the word I a lot, and which is fine. I just want to know, like, who are you working with, and how are you putting this together, and who's going to be with you to grow this?
Okay, well, I started the company alone myself five months ago, and right now I have a CTO that is in Mexico. He's the best one, but I contract him like freelance, like he's not full time right now, but I have to contract one, and I also have Genio Viajeros around the world that makes me content. I have about 12 Genio Viajeros, one in Argentina, one in Mexico, and they create unique content and they help us with the platform. But right now I'm in the moment where I need to expand my team because I need the best people and the people who will take this through.
Is there any reason, having seen what you do, that Kayak or your competitors can't just copy what's unique about you and run over you?
Well, I think that I enter myself in a pool full of sharks because they're huge. They have so much money in marketing, and I think that, of course, they can copy what I'm doing, but I'm always thinking one step ahead. I'm not just gonna say like, okay, I have found my comfort zone. I'm always thinking of new ways that I can be different than them. The deals, I also have one plan for the business companies in Mexico where they can put the invoice directly in the platform. And I think I have done something different, because if not, if I didn't did something different, I think I wouldn't have grown as quickly as I did. So I think I'm in the right spot right now, but of course I have to always keep innovating and keep changing and keep providing things to my users so I can keep it up with these huge sharks that are gonna be out there.
Any other questions? All right, how about a round of applause for Sophia? Okay. Actually, we've got 2 minutes before we're supposed to get started, so that means that I get to sing for you guys. No, I'm not going to sing. But judges, if you'll do me a favor, if you could move the microphones just a little bit closer to you. As you can see, they're relatively hot, but I'd appreciate it. I just want to make sure that what we're streaming can be picked up. The next individual that's going to be speaking is Dino from Mini Me Labs. I don't know if it's the ball thing from Mini Me or something, but nevertheless, and his company's from Greece, but the company that he has is called Fly and Buy. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Dino.
Hello everyone, my name is Dino Dimitriou. I'm the CEO of Mini Me Labs. We're raising $500,000 to fulfill customer orders for our in-flight solution. Let me tell you a story of how we got there. Basically, we were developing a digital solution for shopping malls and airports. And I was flying from London to Miami to meet with them all. And during the flight, I fell asleep for half an hour. The duty-free trolley came out and went back in, and I was still asleep. I intended to buy some perfumes for the ladies I was meeting. I asked the cabin crew if I could buy I said perfumes, and they said it was too late. The trolley had gone and gone. I'd lost the opportunity after 9.5 hours of flying. I still couldn't buy what I was intending to buy. I just thought that was ridiculous. So when we finally arrived at Miami, I spoke with my CTO and said, was there a way that we could adapt our solution from the airports to shopping malls